Hello, and yes, different location because I'm still on vacation in the Philippines, but I interrupted my partying because I really want to talk about this fresh Nintendo news. I'm of course referring to the newly announced Nintendo Music app.
Listen to music from some of your favorite Nintendo games. Introducing Nintendo Music, a smart device app that lets you stream or download music to the app.
This is huge, and I'm very excited about it for two particular reasons, and one reason why I'm not so excited about it. Let's talk about this, and later on we're gonna check out the app itself. Let's go. Finally, after decades of everyone, including myself, of asking Nintendo to release their music in an official capacity so that everyone can enjoy it, they finally did it. But they did it in the most Nintendo way possible. Yes, I know that they've also released some of their catalog on Spotify and Apple Music, and they've had like official mini releases of their music in one form or another, in either in physical or digital. They really haven't done so in a big way. Most of their bigger releases are always confined to Japan-only releases. And even the Breath of the Wild official CD, the official Breath of the Wild physical CD release in Japan came with 6 or 7 discs, or maybe even more. But when they release it in the US, it's only just like one measly CD. And it's not even the complete tracks. So they've done official releases here and there, but it's always half-hearted, always incomplete. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Which is very strange because Nintendo Music digs deepest when it comes to nostalgia. They have 40 years of musical treasures that everyone enjoys. Everyone. I enjoy every kind of Nintendo music, even the obscure ones. They're all musical treasures. And you know, Nintendo could have always capitalized on this just by going full on record label mode and release everything. Paid or not, it doesn't matter. As long as the accessibility is there in an official capacity, everyone's just gonna dig it. Everyone's just gonna devour it, including myself. And it's always puzzled me because they just, don't you want money? They just leave money on the table by not releasing their music, or at least not releasing it in a full capacity. But now, oh my God, this is why this Nintendo Music app is huge. This is big because they're now finally taking the steps to officially make their music publicly available. Even if it's a paid service, it doesn't matter. It's a service that's open to the public. Of course, there's some region lock issues happening here and there, but you know, that's par for the course. And we all know that Nintendo has always been overprotective of their IP. They're overprotective of their characters, of Mario, of Pokemon, of Pikachu, and every single little element that's associated with it, including the music. They are some of the most, if not the most litigious video game company that just sues everyone here and there for just the mere mention of fan games or ROMs or pirated releases. I don't know. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Their lawyers have eyes and ears everywhere. And when the news came out around 3 years ago that Nintendo was starting to issue DMCA strikes on known official soundtrack uploaders on YouTube like Silva Gunner, I kind of sensed that something like this was about to happen because it's always been like a classic Nintendo 1-2 punch where they file DMCA strikes on products or uploads or content that they deem as competing with their product or even competing with their future product. Take, for example, some years ago, Nintendo took down the YouTube channel of Pokemon Reorchestrated. There's a whole article about that, which I will link below. But basically, a whole channel called Pokemon Reorchestrated that has been making high-quality orchestrated covers of Pokemon music. They took down that channel. And later on, months later, they announced that they're about to release their own Pokemon orchestrated series of albums. Oh, okay. So when they were issuing copyright strikes of uploads of their official soundtracks on YouTube, I kind of sensed they were up to something. Something like possibly putting their music on Spotify or Apple Music, or I don't know, just making some sort of grand album release of all their music. Something like that. But this, creating their own app, creating their own Spotify, per se, that is something that is not on my 2024 bingo. That is like the most Nintendo move. It's very much a Nintendo move to create an in-house music app that still falls within their ecosystem, their own Nintendo eShop ecosystem. Because in order to access the music in the Nintendo Music app, you have to be subscribed to the Nintendo online service. So what they've basically done, it is basically Spotify. You have here a music app filled with albums, but in order to access it, you have to pay for a subscription. I think the only thing that's missing is a free version with ads.
Nintendo Music features a variety of tracks from franchises such as Animal Crossing, The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, and many more.
Okay, so why am I excited for it? Reason number one, there's finally an official way to listen to Nintendo Music. An official way to listen to Animal Crossing music? That is so surreal. Yes, the current selections are still kind of bare bones, but they did say in their video announcement that they're gonna keep adding more and more music. And you know, the Nintendo catalog goes deep, 40 years deep. So I'm very excited to see what they do with it. And here's the second reason why I'm very excited for this. If you've been following me for a long time, especially since 2008, where I started uploading covers of Zelda and Mario, having an officially published music catalog of Nintendo will make it easier for cover artists like myself, for video game cover artists like myself and a lot of my friends, to make officially licensed covers of Nintendo music, to make officially licensed albums of Nintendo covers. Back in the day, when this app didn't exist, we only had to contend with the minute catalog that Nintendo officially released in the United States. And I'm very specifically citing United States released Nintendo music because that is what is protected under the Compulsory Licensing Law, which I will link below. Basically, the Compulsory Licensing Law is what allows us, cover artists, to make official covers on Spotify. So any music that's been released in the United States, it's fair game to be made into covers by anyone. We don't even have to directly talk to the copyright owners. We can just release it on services like SoundDrop, DistroKid, or if you have your own record label, you can do it yourself. But damn, the possibilities are endless if Nintendo supports it. I hope they support it all the way because they seem to have a track record of releasing an app and then abandoning it later. I'm looking at you, Mitomo. And so, you know, I'm kind of skeptical in that regard. Now, what's that one reason why I'm not so excited for this? I'm very afraid that because this app now exists and the music that's released with it and the future music that will be released with it, I'm afraid that Nintendo might use this as another legal leverage to further take down more uploads on YouTube. They might even go after covers. And I got a ton of Nintendo covers on my channel. So I'm kind of nervous if they will go that far to combat fan creations of their music. And when I say fan creations, I'm not saying just straight on re-uploads from their original soundtrack. No. What I'm talking about is covers arranged from scratch using their melodies and harmonies, like what I do, like what tons of my other friends do. So I'm kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back approach when it comes to this Nintendo Music app. Yes, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it every day. I'm gonna listen to my favorite Nintendo music, but oh my God, I'm still also kind of nervous what it means for cover artists. Is it gonna be a good thing? Is it gonna be a bad thing? It remains to be seen. But initial thoughts and impressions for me right now, I see this as generally a good thing, especially for music lovers, especially for Nintendo fans. Such as myself, I've been a Nintendo fan since forever. Shout out to every Nintendo fan who's also watching this video. Comment with an emoji if you've been a Nintendo fan since, I don't know, since the 80s. But yeah, that's pretty much my initial thoughts about it. Now let's check out the app. And here's the Nintendo Music app. And as you can see, I've already checked out some of the music. But oh man, let's start with this one. Mario Kart Music. Unofficially available anywhere. But now it's all here. Oh my god. Wow, this is a dream come true for Nintendo fans. First soundtrack that I immediately looked for are the Animal Crossing music. All of it's here. Ah! Wow. I'm looking for something in particular. Look at, oh, whoa! This one, oh my god. This is the music that you hear when your island is still in its infancy. When your island is still tents and not houses. And you never hear it again. So it's amazing to hear it here in an official capacity. Oh my god. It's all here. It's all here. Yes, my voice is a little hoarse because of all the partying. Yes! Woo! Oh my god, this is amazing! I'm gonna listen to this on a loop forever. Let's check out Pauline's playlist. Oh, of course, Gudong City. Ah, yes, the big band version. This app was made for me. And you? Oh my god, this is amazing. I hope Nintendo supports this forever. Now I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think of this Nintendo Music app? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you gonna use it or are you just gonna ignore it? Let us know in the comments. And subscribe if you want more videos about video game music and nerd music in general. And also let me know if you want me to do more of these informal videos where things are a little bit more casual, but we still get to talk about topics in gaming, in anime, and nerd stuff in general that I think both you and I will find interesting. Bye.